I'm Suzie, a teacher here at Tranquil Space, and I'm here to talk to you about the February pose of the month, Urdhva Dhanurasana, which it translates as upward-facing bow, also known as wheel. It's a pretty complicated, it's a very intense pose that involves opening the whole front of your body. And it's great for winter because we spend a lot of time in winter huddled over trying to stay warm. So this reverses that entire action and opens up the heart center and the whole front of the body. So it requires open thighs or open quads and open shoulders and fluidity in the wrists. So let's take a peek at what it is right now. For wheel pose, you'll bring the feet to the end of your mat. They'll be about hips distance apart and facing forward. And then scoot your tailbone down to your heels and then bring your back down onto the floor. From here, the feet pressed firmly into the earth, you'll roll the shoulders under. I like to take my hands up in the air and then bend the wrists back and place them on either side of my head. This will give you a good sense of balance. If you have really tight shoulders, the hands will be a little bit further away. From here, you're going to press firmly into the feet and firmly into the hands and lengthen the tailbone while you're doing it. On an inhale, you can press into the earth with both the feet and the hands and lift up to the head. From here, you can stay here if you're feeling like this is just enough, but keep some of the weight off your head. When you're ready and there's no rush, you can press more firmly into the hands and lift up to wheel. From here, if you'd like, you can take a few more breaths in this, or maybe take some adjustments, maybe shifting the weight forward to the wall behind you, maybe walking the feet in. All along, keeping the knees moving together and the elbows and arms straight. On an exhale, you can bring the head back to the mat, chin to the chest, and then come all the way out the way you came in. Now, if you're done with wheel, you can come into knees to the chest and hug, but if you think you'll take another wheel, the knees will come in. And take a few breaths here. Things to remember in this pose are that the knees roll in with internal rotation and the elbows don't spread out but hug into the face. These are very important points to keep the alignment. Another important point is to keep the length of the tailbone long and pointing towards whatever down is in whatever position you're in to completely remove any compression in the lower spine. One of the things about wheel that can be challenging is that it's quite tough on the wrists. And one way to alleviate that is to have blocks at the wall. And if you'd like to practice with the blocks, the setup is about the same. The feet are flat on the earth, hips distance apart, but this time the hands come to the blocks. And once the hands are on the blocks, you can press firmly both into the feet and into the blocks to lift yourself up. And this alleviates some of the strain on both the shoulders and on the wrists. Take a few breaths where you are. And then when you're ready, release the head back to the mat, curl the chin in, and come all the way down. Again, if you're planning to take another wheel, bring the knees in to release the lower back. Otherwise, give yourself a big hug. So that is your wheel pose, the pose of the month for February. It's a pose that will grow on you. And the more you practice it, the more different pieces you'll find, more opening in the shoulder, more opening in the thighs. And it's a great way to keep the warmth going in the winter.